All right. Viviana, welcome to the Growth Never Stops podcast. How are you
Thank you.
doing? How
I'm
has the
doing very
year
well.
started for you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much. Here started 2026. Um, Looking forward with so many new challenge. Like I guess everybody, January is always a month where you say all the good intention.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like it's the month, it's the start of the year where a lot of people are inspired. They have like a
Yes.
lot of big goals and intentions in mind, and it's even though a lot of people make fun of New Year's resolutions, I think
Yes.
it's just from a timing standpoint, it is just great to start with maybe a clean slate or just carrying on some things that you intend to, I don't know, get better at or whatever it is. And it's just a great opportunity. That's how I look at it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. Yes.
All right.
What about
So,
you? Oh,
what
sorry. What
about
about
me?
you? You
Oh,
start well
that's
over here?
thank you. Appreciate you for asking. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It's this type of start of the year where I don't really know in which direction it's gonna go. I don't think it's gonna be super easy year for me, but I anticipate it being a year of growth. I
Mm-hmm.
anticipate it being a year of yeah me really taking a lot of actions as well and not procrastinating. And I think that's a good thing. So yeah, let's say that I'm doing good overall,
Nice.
but I'm eager to see what's coming. That's for sure.
Yes. Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Thank you for asking. Really appreciate it.
No
And yeah,
worries.
before I let you introduce yourself, I
Mm-hmm.
just wanted to give more context as far as this episode that we're recording, this conversation that we're recording, and just for the people listening to it or for the people viewing, watching the podcast later on. Like Viviana and I, we don't even really know each other. Like we just had our second conversation right before this episode, and I can tell you one thing, and it's just confirming it again because it was a great catch up right before recording. That for me, when I got to know her, it was an absolute no brainer to have her on the podcast and her being the first guest of the year because I got to know her a few weeks ago when I went to the vegan Christmas market in the cultural center of Bogère in Luxembourg. And I went there with my girlfriend. And it's one of these events where, unfortunately, for whatever reason, I haven't gone that often throughout the years. I've been there before. But what I really love about it, I'm going to be completely honest, but I just love the food out there. It is
Yes.
unbelievable. The food out there, as
It's
someone
true.
who has been having a vegan diet for nearly 10 years, this
Yeah.
is like heaven out there. And
Yes.
then, of
It's like
course,
a concentration
oh,
of heavenly food
oh my
in one
goodness,
place.
it is unbelievable. I
Yeah.
went there twice. I didn't go once. I went there twice on the weekend, and I really,
I
I
believe you.
really, yeah, I really had to make sure
Yes.
that I really to take care of that because like it's not an everyday or every weekend opportunity. But what I also love about it as well about this type of environment and atmosphere and event is that there are people with common values and
Yeah.
principles and way of lives, and there are
Yes.
also a lot of nice things around, different stands with different services, different products, different knowledge, a lot
Yeah.
of books as well, and it just feels very familiar to be in this in type of environment, and I just like looking around, talking to people if I have the
Yeah.
opportunity, and that's what's beautiful about it. And when I arrived with my girlfriend and we went into the main hall. Uh, it didn't last that long until like we got to your stand, to your booth, where yeah, for whatever reason, I don't know if it was just your energy, your presence, but it was one of the first ones where we went to and where we stood. And of course, even for it being makeup centered, for me it was
Mm-hmm.
like even though like my girlfriend had a deeper look at it, for me it was
Yeah.
like everything that is cruelty-free,
Yeah.
vegan alternatives. I'm like, I'm super curious about it. I want to know more about it.
Yeah.
I even want to tell other people about it. So we got into the conversation real quick, and we saw right from the get-go, oh wow, this is unbelievable. Like this energy, it's this passion, it is so contagious. And it was like
Thank
I,
you.
I I could really, we could really feel it, like both of us. And of course, like my girlfriend ended up purchasing something as well, and she's really
Yes.
super satisfied with it as well. And she
Good.
even let one of her best friends know about it. Big shout out to Elena as well, who
Elena,
is,
yes.
yes,
She
who's
bought immediately, like a couple of days
yeah,
after I
a
received
couple of
it
days after.
online. I was like, oh my goodness, thank you so
Just
much.
like that, just like that, just like that. And yeah, shout out to Elena. She's a great friend of mine as well, and a colleague as well. And yeah, and just it really says something, because
Yeah.
my girlfriend doesn't just blindly purchase some things. She's really more of a caring and thoughtful consumer, especially from a ethical standpoint. And she really pays attention to a lot of things, the way they can have an impact on the environment, and yeah, just from a more standpoint. And it really says something when yeah, when she just goes for it. And even
Yes.
when we went back home, like uh, I was like, we were both like, oh wow, unbelievable, unbelievable person. And yeah, for me it was no brainer. While we were there, I told her, hey, you know what, I gotta ask her if she wants to get on my podcast, because this is exactly the type of person I want to have on. For me, you pass the vibe check right away. It's just, I cannot, it's something I cannot explain. It's, I don't know,
Beautiful.
you can call it instinct, you can call it intuition. For me, it's like, hey, I see the passion, I see what she stands for. I love this type of um, product and
Yeah.
service, and what's behind it. And that's these are exactly the type of people that I'm looking for. And also, before we finally get to your story, as I'm talking a little bit, I I just want, just in case, maybe it's not even needed, but I think it might be important to mention that as well. And
Hmm.
that is just that it's the podcast that I'm recording with Viviana. It's really based on my own initiative. It's not like something where I was asked to do something or some promotional deal, something like that.
Ah,
For me, I'm just someone who loves and enjoys supporting passionate founders, and with really like ethical brands, and yeah, something that stands good values and principles. So I just wanted to clear that out, just that is in case that is needed. And yeah, that's
thank
for the context to frame it for the introduction. So I'm really, really thankful that you accepted my invitation, and that we get to do this today.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I was so happy when you asked me. I couldn't believe it.
Oh
This is
yeah,
my first time actually, so I apologize in advance.
the
If
first one and not the last one.
let's not hope. I mean, let's hope so.
Let's go.
Yeah,
So let's just get it going. Could you introduce yourself to the audience, and maybe just tell us more about yourself, about your life story, about your journey, and just what you're passionate about, where you're coming from? We
sure.
would love to know more about it.
Sure. So my name is Viviana. I am Italian born. So I was born in Napoli many years ago. Grew up in Milano, and for more actually than so I've been living in Denmark for 23 years. But I've been living out from I moved out basically from Italy like 27 years ago. My background is tourism. My education is in tourism. I, like you, I've been loving having contact with people, help them. I was a tour guide. I was back in a tour operator. I was making my package for tourists and assisting them. You name them. I made, all kind of, how do you say, in the tourism, I've been there. But there was always something. I was so passionate. I think I like every other girl. It's beauty, it was makeup, and I wasn't allowed from my parents, to become because a makeup artist or a hairdresser or something. I had to take a proper education. And I don't know if that comes, coming from Italy properly. For sure, they wanted to give me a better future, not that being a makeup artist is not better, but a good future. But so after, I think I was like, yes, I don't remember when. I'm so terrible with number, and now I'm also a little bit nervous. But I decided to continue my dream of and become a makeup artist. So in Denmark, actually, I took two education. One as a beauty makeup artist, and one as how do you say that now? Special effect. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I love both of them. Actually, I was enjoying so much special effect that it was so crazy. I love that. I entered very quick into big brand. I don't know if I can mention brand, but I was in very big and important brand. What happened? I become pregnant. Living in Denmark means immediately having message of be careful what you're using, be careful what you're putting for your skin, because everything that you're wearing and using is absorbed by the skin, and your baby will also absorb it. And of course, as a mother, first thing you want to do is protect your baby already when he's in the womb. So I learn so much about ingredient, and being exposed 24/7 as a makeup artist and using the product I was using, because it was not a clean makeup brand, it was very challenging for me. At the time, 18 years ago, there were some brands, but it was not, there were not so many brands. So I remember purchasing these first mineral, foundation and using them. And when my clients were saying, "Oh, that's amazing, which one is this?" I had to basically lie to my client and say, "Oh, this is the one that I'm using." Because I didn't care. I have to take care of myself and the baby. So that was for me the beginning of understanding how important it is ingredient. And after that, I've been a very attentive consumer, yes. And this is why for me, when suddenly I thought about to create finally and have the time finally, when the right time arrived to create Earthy Makeup, for me, the most important thing was, of course, vegan, because there was no doubt. And then clean, how clean I can make my formula. And yes, that's basically how I Earthy Makeup came to the world. Yes.
Yeah, that is a big why. That is a huge why. And
Yeah.
that's often what I hear when it comes to these types of life stories. It's really a big why or big reason or something that's happened that's led to someone just do something, create something, change something. And
Yeah.
I think it's got to be one of the most powerful whys you can have, like being pregnant and thinking about your baby, doing everything for the best interest of that baby, and of course yourself at the same time.
Yes.
I mean, you can't have a bigger why than that. It's it's big time.
Well, yes, but I was very lucky living in Scandinavia at the point. I don't know if I was living in another country, there would be so much understanding and, about perfume and about
Yeah.
ingredient.
Like, is that pretty like
Yeah.
regular in
Yes.
Scandinavia? Like,
Oh, yeah, absolutely. For ages, even the normal washing powder, and when the kids when they were baby, I was not allowed to have any nice parfum or something. I had to use this amazing product, which is just very neutral. There was no parfum, no nothing,
Wow.
no bathing them with special, very famous oil that is very
Yeah.
known because they contain so much petrolatum or
Yeah.
something. You're not allowed to do that. So for
Wow.
me, Italy is so funny. I was receiving this beautiful, baby package thing from parents, friends, and everything, containing so much parfum. And suddenly I was like, thank you so much. And then after I need to just, so
Yeah.
because yes, and it's also true that there is nothing better than the baby smell when you smell it, actually. There is nothing better. So why cover the baby into those parfum things? So there was no. So I was very, very thankful on living at the right place at the right time. That
Yeah.
gave me also so much understanding. Otherwise, I don't think I could have cared actually so much of ingredient. And for years, until 2 years ago, when I started to create the Earthy Makeup, I always have been the consumer looking at ingredients. I'm always the one that when I go to the supermarket, I'm the annoying mother that now says, no, 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 it contains too many vitamin E, I call them,
Yeah. Yeah.
with
Got
those
it.
big, huge numbers. So yeah,
Hmm.
I cannot. So ingredients are important.
Yeah. I mean, why is it that a lot of other countries don't follow that same type of path as far, especially for babies? Like,
Yeah.
it's a no-brainer. When I hear this, I'm like, wow, this is how it should be.
Yeah,
How
I
is it in Italy then when it comes
in
to that?
Italy,
Yeah.
well, and now 18 years ago, I guess it wasn't so keeping up with Denmark. But Scandinavia, they always
Yeah.
tend to hit ahead in everything. So
Right.
now I think there is more and more understanding and
Hmm.
knowledge. I think like maybe also here in Luxembourg, it is step by step. It's more understanding. I think there is more people not only approaching the vegan and more plant-based, not only diet but also ingredient, and also for cosmetic
Right.
or in general, but also for the ingredient for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah, I can, like, we can definitely sense that there's been a huge shift as far as more thoughtful consumers over the
yeah.
past decade. And I'm
Wow.
pretty sure that even in that sector, that there are different types of recommendations and information that is
Yeah,
being shared than compared to 20 years ago. I mean, I'm pretty sure even in Luxembourg here,
yeah,
that there's way more, yeah, like paid attention
yeah,
to certain, like a lot of toxic things that we have going on in day-to-day society, from
for sure,
like chemicals and toxins everywhere, in
for
whether it
sure.
is things that we eat, that we drink, that we wear, that we put on our skin, uh, in the air, like pollution. It's like pretty much everywhere. And
Yes.
it's fascinating how our body as humans is such a fantastic filter and
Yeah,
protects us so much. It is unbelievable. Like
it
with this
is.
type of environment,
Yeah,
that the body still finds a way to thrive.
yeah.
Even like electromagnetic frequencies and these things of that nature. It's a lot of disruptive things going on in society today, but our bodies still find a way to, yeah, to thrive.
Amazing. Yes. No, but it is an amazing human. Our body is fantastic. So yes.
Yeah, yeah. So,
And yes, so that's I
right.
have, and then it came the amazing, no amazing, but we all remember the COVID time.
Mm-hmm.
During COVID, you remember better than me. We were all going around with masks.
Yes.
And I don't know if you noticed that, but I start finally noticed for the first time looking people in the eyes for the first time, because that was it. You cannot see the other facial expression. And I started notice how actually beautiful eyes are in people. Eyes are truly the soul, right? you can see when actually people are happy, they do smile, is true with their eyes. When they're sad, it was true. You could clearly see from the eyes. You did not need, the sound part on the
Right.
face, let's say like that.
True.
And I truly started to see the beauty in everything. I mean it. I thought that everybody were actually beautiful. The eyes, this part is it is so powerful that that's where I start thinking again about and be serious about earthy makeup. And that's also where my name came from, because it was a time where, you remember, there was this amazing video about dolphin coming back to, there.
Yeah.
Also in
Right.
Italy, also to the everywhere,
Right.
in the sea, Mother Nature was coming back.
Yeah.
And Mother Earth was basically there again. So it was a terrible time. It was a pandemic. It was terrible. But Mother Nature was breathing again on the other side and coming alive. And that's why I came with, the name Earth, Mother Earth. And then I was like, this is exactly how I want to call it, earthy makeup. And that is also what it's the idea of that, because we are all beautiful, and I truly mean it. We are all beautiful. People don't need, according to me, of course, everybody are free to do what they want, but for me, you just, as a woman, you need just some compliment or color, just a little bit, for just being, beautiful every day. And yes, it takes a little.
Yeah. Yeah. Where is that attitude coming from? This mindset? Did it come through the pandemic? Was it just highlighted even more, or was this a type of mindset that you've already had for a while? The way you just look at the world and the beauty in it, and Mother Nature and things of that nature.
It truly came during pandemic.
Oh yeah.
Yes, before I don't think I was so connected. We all had our stress daily life, and
Hmm.
during pandemic, you remember, we were kind of forced to stay in our four wall, and going for the walk, because it was the only place where we could go, and it was really nice to actually reconnect it to nature and to yes, I started loving walking in the forest. My husband is always making fun of me because I'm such a big city girl. He's making fun of me that sometimes I'm like, oh my god, nature is all around me, help, nature is all over me. But I love that. And yes, these sometimes negative time do bring, the positive out. And for me, this was this
Right.
project. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
So what gave you the final push to really go from an idea and from a concept to actually put it in on paper or in the real world, like Earthy?
Oh, that's a good question. And I need to be very careful here how I say things. I don't want to step on anybody's toes. No, but it was, well, from a consumer point of view, as a woman, from a consumer,
Hmm.
from a previous makeup artist, which understand, the ingredient and, what probably a woman like me, wanted. I was looking for a product which they were, how can I say? I was not paying for the brand,
Hmm.
because unfortunately I was paying maybe a lot for the brand instead of the quality. And I wanted that I wanted to create something which my customer could relate it and say, wait a second, I recognize this is a good product, but I don't need necessarily to pay for a big brand. Um, and this was what I was aiming at. I was like, my client, the woman that buy me, the man that buy, because anybody can buy my
Sure.
product, he appreciate immediately the quality over the hype. So yes,
Yeah, that makes
and that's
sense. So
how
yeah.
wanted to.
Yeah,
So yeah,
something people can identify with, something
yes,
that is familiar.
yes,
Yeah, it's bigger than just like lipstick, mascara. Like it's really the foundation behind it. And I
yes.
think like in branding, that is super powerful. That's yeah. I mean,
I
for sure.
hope
But
so.
yeah, I'm for sure, 100%. But how did you really go about it and putting that in place? And as well, which is very interesting, is that the production and craftsmanship is also in Italy as well. Like,
Yeah,
can you tell us a little bit more about that
yeah,
process?
of course. So out of the blue, I say to myself, now or never. Um, so I start contact a lot of companies in Italy, and it's not because they're like advertising on a yellow page, right? It's not because they say, oh, yeah, I'm on. So I have to attend fairs. I need to knowledge myself which brand, which company to do manufacturing, and I wrote thousand cold, and you should know the door slam in my face has been yes. I should have a big red nose right now.
Hmm.
Why? Because I am a normal person. I did not have the budget that a big brand have, you know. So when they were asking for the minimum quantity, I say, okay, you only make these. They were like laughing at me and saying, no,
Hmm.
sorry, we cannot do that. Until I found one big manufacturer, which is amazing enough, even one of the most important manufacturers in Italy, which produce many of makeup out there in the world, believed in me. I don't know if it was my passion. I don't know if it was my stubbornness. I don't know, but I managed that. They were like, okay, please stop calling. I'll promise you I'll make your brand. And I was like, yes, I did it. And then, and that's where it started, everything. And it took me more than 2 years to launch actually Earthy Makeup. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, because this was a side, as a side job or my full-time job,
Right.
and mails and phone call and to decide the packaging, the color, the quality, the consistency. I had to go through everything by myself
Yeah.
alone.
Big process.
It has
Wow.
been a very big process, a huge learning process. I learned so much. Also, I made so many huge mistakes by myself that, yes, but it is what it is. It's one day I will laugh about those.
That's entrepreneurship. That's what
It
it's
is
about. That's how you
exactly,
get better. That's
exactly,
how would you
exactly.
able to stick with it, dealing just by getting started, having this idea, dealing with so many rejections, and
Yes,
maybe some manufacturer not even taking you seriously because
no,
you were just testing the waters, getting into it and not really knowing what you were doing, but learning along the way. And then yeah, making mistakes and not being sure on like what type of decisions to make. It taken 2 years and you still were
yes.
able to stick with it. Like, how did you do that?
I'm stubborn. I am when I believe in something, because I do truly believe in this project. I do truly believe that there are out there consumers like me, which they wanted that. They wanted to feel a real company which has put passion on that, which have personally, invested in that. That says that I prioritize quality over quantity, because I do have only 3 products, but I could not say no to the quality, right? So, and I know I was so sure that when I will start it, there will be out there consumers that will appreciate the quality, and yes, and prefer to support a small business, a local business like me, knowing that he's a woman, female entrepreneur as well.
Right.
So all these was driving me, and I say, yes, you can do it.
No, really, like huge respect for it, and just congratulations on just making it happen. Because
Thank
let's be honest, 90-95% of people would just find some excuses and and quit, because that's really, really hard. I don't think a lot of people can really relate to what you're
Yeah.
talking about right now, because that's a hard process. That's a hard
Yes.
process.
Thank you. You know what they
Yeah.
told me on the phone? I will never forget. Even it was this manufacturer that made it. So Viviana, okay, we will accept you, but tell me, what you're going to be one of the million, bottle of water out there.
Hmm.
What is it that you can be different from all these
Yeah.
other
What separates you from others?
ex-
Yeah.
and that's the speech that I told her. I say, well, it's the other one. They are fortunate enough to have big, I'm coming myself with my 2 legs and 2 arms, and decided to make this dream come true. So yes.
Oh, it's
And they were
beautiful.
like, okay, we start. Don't go. That's it. You had me a hello.
Oh yeah. No, that's amazing. What just like a super strong drive and desire, and with just a concrete idea in mind, can just be translated into the real world. It's it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, really.
Thank,
So
thank you.
very inspiring. That's why I love having these podcasts.
Well, that's nice. That's very nice. Thank you so much. Yes.
Sure, sure. And what you were just saying, because that was literally one of the questions that I had in mind, as
Hmm.
far as how would you say that your products separate themselves from others on the market? Like, uh, as far as just the ingredients, or the some of the toxins that are typical in other makeup, or even perfumes or deodorants and stuff like that, that are not present in yours. Can you maybe like
Yeah,
get a little bit into that as well and give some examples?
for sure. Well, for me, as I was, of course, presented formula, right? And I was even presenting formula that, and here I would like actually to also be precise about something. Earthy Makeup is not bio or organic, not at all. And I'll tell you why. Because actually, when they were presenting to me the ingredient for bio or organic, they were not as clean actually as the ingredient that they chose. So
Wow.
sometimes there is a huge misconception, especially in cosmetic. And I made that mistake as well in the beginning, thinking, oh, it's okay, I'll buy this bio shampoo or
Right.
conditioner, whatever. Then I go and scan it. And unfortunately, yeah, just maybe it's written bio oil, but it doesn't mean that the rest of the ingredients are not
Mm-hmm.
full of other, bad, how do you say
Yeah,
bad ingredients? Yes,
toxins. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So for me, I decided not to overpay for a bio or organic, but concentrate really on the ingredient. And it's,
Interesting.
yes, yeah, and this is something that I always say to people when people tell me, oh, why you're not bio or why you're not organic. Well, this is the reason. So put attention when you're buying it. There are, of course, so many brands out there which they're truly bio, organic, and even clean. Unfortunately, one day, hope I will be there. But yes, for the moment, it's not like that. Yes.
Yeah, that's a great point. I didn't even think about it like this. It is very, like, it makes sense. It's very rational. It's very simple. And
Yeah,
like you said, like, you can have a product that is like bio and organic, but it has 10,000 ingredients which you can't even pronounce.
exactly.
Like, and then you have something that might not be bio or organic, but just has like a handful of ingredients which you
Yes.
can actually pronounce. And, so it's a little bit the joke,
Exactly.
but that totally makes sense. I hadn't, considered this point of view.
That
It's
is
very
actually
nice.
very
Yeah.
important when you purchase on cosmetics and things. You know what? It was so funny when sometimes I was approached by some shops, right? Because I wanted, of course, to sell them. They were coming with this brand that is like super clean, super. And then I say to them, of course, the first thing I do is I check their ingredient and my ingredients. So you know what? I was getting ready. I was there ready with the print ingredient, and I say, as you can see, there is no difference between my brand and this brand. the the difference is in price, and the difference is that they have maybe more marketing money to advertise better than me, but otherwise it's and when I was so proud to show that these so well-known mascara and these other so well-known mascara actually have nothing less than my brand.
Right.
It's yes. So that is also a very big compliment for my brand. If I
Yeah,
can say
yeah.
that way. And
What
so
about the other things, such as, you know, you were talking about the consistency and the colors. Like there are a lot of
yeah,
things to think about, like what you want to even put on
yeah,
the market, quote unquote, and
yes.
how. Like, what about this?
Well, I have to try them all. I had a budget, and I knew that that was the budget that I could have. So having only 4 shades of lipstick, I had to thought about, okay, wait a second, Viviana, which kind of, because again, we live in a world which is so different. You know, I wanted to give a possibility in the little shade that I could afford to try and make everybody happy, because I have 4 shades of lipstick for my lips and my skin color and my whatever I have. A lipstick will suit me better than maybe
Mhm.
someone else. And so I was thinking about for only 4 shades of color, how they can suit for different, actually even more women. And the same as eye pencil. I have 5 only eye pencil, but I thought about any kind of color that could be still in a very natural way, but they could suit and make even more beautiful eyes all around the world.
Yeah.
So yes, with few products I had to think, and yes, and oh my gosh, I was trying that on my husband.
What did he say about it? What was his
And
feedback?
he's such a patient man, my goodness. So yeah, I was trying everything. He was a little bit my I was like, okay, so he was having one eyeliner on one side, one other. I was, yes, I promised not to mention this, but I had to say it.
Oh, that's funny.
I was like, oh, that's good. So if you look at you,
Yeah.
look good at you. So, red hair and green eyes, that's amazing on that. And, and he was like, okay. And lipstick. So,
Oh
yes,
yeah. Oh yeah. The entire thing, the entire package.
you have to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's, that's, it's, I don't know if I told you how I got introduced in beauty. I
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
It can, yes, because as I told you, I'm Italian, right?
Yes.
And since I was little, I grew up with my nonna. Nonna is a grandmother in
Hmm.
Italian, and she was adorable. She was so patient, so this strong nonna, that you see in Italy from the south. And I come from very humble, family, working humble family from the south of Italy. And so she, of course, was at home, taking care of home. And when my mom or my father, was dropping me off at her place, she was always so beautiful. Despite being home, right? And being herself, because she was taking care of cleaning and making food, she was always so nicely well dressed and her hair always perfectly done. And the most beautiful time of the year, the day, when we were supposed to go to the mercato, to the local market. And to the local market, the first thing she was always doing, she was stopping in front of the mirror at the entrance. She was taking her red lipstick, putting her red lipstick on, and that was it, just do a little bit like this, and then she gave me the hands, and then we were going. And I was looking at her like, wow, she's in my eyes. Of course, she was so beautiful, and I enjoy those time. And that's how we say, beauty stayed with me. It's so rooted, and I have to. Yes, that's where I could see that simplicity. And doesn't, just because you're humble doesn't mean that you need to not be, how can I say,
Yeah, I get it.
But you know what I mean?
Right.
Presentable. Just
Exactly. Yeah.
sometimes just a lipstick, also especially on women, you know. It's
Yeah.
not the lipstick, it's just can really make up your day, really. Just if you have a day when it's like everything is, you know, down or whatever, it is true. Sometimes just make yourself a little bit more, and a smile will come on your face. And yes, so I am, yes, that's the memory I have on my early beauty.
That is
thanks
beautiful.
to thanks to my grandmother. And yes, yeah.
Wow. That is beautiful. That is amazing. It's
Thank you.
yeah, it's again, it's a different like it's different perspective, and that's what I was also thinking about as I read some of your story on your page where you
Uh-huh.
actually talked about it, where you wrote about it,
Yeah, yeah.
which was really inspiring, coming from humble beginnings, but still making sure, like, yeah, like you said, like just being presentable and giving some extra thing. And
Yes,
it's I think what you also were alluding to is that it's not just about making yourself like prettier, more presentable, but it's also what it does from a feeling standpoint, or maybe confidence, or whatever else it is. And
exactly.
that, like, it goes way further than just what's on the outside. And it's quite
Exactly.
underrated in that sense, like
Yeah.
especially as a man, when I talk about it, and when I just listen to you and hear about it, it's like, ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like, just making the dots and connections. So
Yes.
yeah, it really makes sense.
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying I'm also a very natural person. I'm not saying that, you know, oh my God, if you're a woman, don't wear full makeup. You're not at all.
Yeah,
Not. I'm just saying that sometimes just a little lipstick or just a little bit touch of mascara can really, come on, make you feel like you're the most powerful woman out there. And why not?
yeah, can make a difference.
Absolutely. So yes.
Yeah, yeah,
So, so
good.
yes.
Yeah. I, what about some of the connections you've been able to make, and people you've been able to work with, or who have worked with your products, like some notable people who have like their name in respective industries, the things that you were telling me at the market, where I was really impressed, like the types of people who like have used your products already. I'm like, wow, in
Yes.
such a short amount of time, getting so
Yes.
much credibility, it's really impressive. So please go ahead and tell us more about it.
Yeah, of course. So when I launched Earthy Makeup, just it was in July 25, I was lucky to have had a first Luxembourgish, how do you say, influencer, beauty
Yeah.
influencer that accept my basic package, right? And she was truly, and I never paid any influencer. There I was so lucky because the one that I follow, they also follow my criteria as well, right? You can see that they are true in what they say. So in sending them package, I never paid them. They always told me if I like the product, I will genuinely, say something positive about that. And I believe so much in this quality that I was like, no worries, I'll send it to you, and then you'll see. And in fact, after only a few weeks, she was like blown away. She made a post saying how great they were my products. So shortly after that, I was lucky enough to be introduced to Miss Tourism Luxembourg. So I have sponsored that, and that was open my connection here in Luxembourg, basically. The promoter was amazing. He believed so much in me, and seeing the quality of the product really opened a little bit the doors in sense that a famous makeup artist, for example, Luca,
Hmm.
he took the product and used them during coronation day. So my goodness, are you kidding me? So in October, My lipstick was used on stage on your famous actress, and then on the and then on the singers, they've been and he was blown away by the quality as well. So, and then I've been recently on Luxembourg as well. He made a video with Tali using my product, and he also mentioned me. And the most amazing thing, in November, I received a Vegan Beauty Awards from UK.
Really?
Yes.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yes, I've been already awarded as a baby brand, as a
Wow.
new brand. And this is a big recognition to receive. I could not believe it. That was amazing. So yes, on my internet and my Instagram, there is the logo that is forever mine. And I send them all the product again. I could, submit, everything that I wanted, but I believe so much, and so I send the mascara, lipstick, eye pencil, everything. So yes, and so for me, 2025 has been amazing, but amazing because has been so many steps, huge step for a small brand like mine, which I could only dream about it, and be recognized in a short time by professional people, professional makeup artists, influencer, and big, also, like Elle and a fashion show, and being, on Miss Tourism Luxembourg has been amazing. And yeah, no less winning a Vegan Beauty Awards. Come on.
That is big time. No, you can really be proud of yourselves. It's such a short amount of time.
Yes.
I mean, especially from the launching time until now.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
you really in the minority of people who really have like making it happen this way. It's really, it's big time. It's really. Definitely it's going up, and like,
and that's why I'm so happy, because people and that was my concept. Consumers are realizing that actually it is a good quality, and they do prefer to pay the quality instead of paying a brand behind or a face behind other things. And that was my belief, that was my concept. So yes, I'm only, hope for really the best for these. And yes, so I'm very happy.
Yeah, I mean, these are really some good, how could you say it, like presets, as far as not just having a brand that really stands for something with an ethical background, but also the quality. I think the mixture of both is what makes a huge difference, because you can, like, there are also like things out there on the market that are like vice versa, where maybe like they have the brand but they don't have the quality, or vice versa. But really focusing on both and having both, embodying both,
yes,
that makes a huge difference. And it can go real quick, like the network effect, word of mouth, getting like these awards,
I hope
noticeable
so.
people talking about you. Like, for example, we with my girlfriend, with like, and like, things can move real quick, and next thing you know, like this podcast, who knows who's gonna watch this, who's gonna be watching this and listening to this. Like,
yes,
it's that's why, like, keep on doing what you're doing, and stick with it, because it makes a difference, and it is appreciated, like from what I've heard. And like you said, the part of where people are really becoming more attentive regarding just like what they're buying, what they're consuming, because every time we spend money, we basically cast a vote for the world that we would like to have. And more and more people become aware of it, and then they're like, maybe I should think twice about what I'm really buying now.
Yes.
And yeah, just making these switches and
Yes.
adaptations. And it can start with the small things. Like, for example, one of the things right now that I've started doing is, instead
Mm-hmm.
of having soap bottles, now
Mm-hmm.
I'm just having these, these natural blocks, these soap blocks. It's just the little things. Like when you start like that, uh, first of all, it is better for the environment, but secondly, it's also
Yeah,
better for your health and for your skin. And
for
then
sure.
thirdly, best case scenario, you even maybe supporting a local business, an up and
Yeah.
coming business,
Yeah.
and that's also like, it's win-win
Of course.
on all levels.
Of course. Michael, don't misunderstand me. I wish I could be completely environmentally, I will go there. I promise I will go there.
Yeah,
I know that unfortunately I did not have the budget to go all the way through. But for example, my packaging in everywhere in the lipstick and also in the mascara, they are recycled.
yeah,
Um, and that's why the plastic is maybe a little bit hard than just a soft one. So for me, it was a conscious choice that yes, I wish I could have more budget, but
sure,
it will come. It will be more sustainable as well, and more. And if there was one thing actually that for me was also another point most important, when I was asked about the water, they told me, are you aware that to be a famous brand, you need to be able to each 6 months present a new product, right? And I say no immediately to that, because just like fast fashion,
hmm,
which each 3 months they present you with a new line, a new clothes, a
hmm,
new brand. Cosmetic, they do the same. And I am completely against it on
hmm,
this one. I did not create a brand that each 3 months will come with, oh, look, there is a new shade. Oh, look, there is not. No, I give you the product and I create those products because they will be stay. They, of course, hopefully when one day I will have more budget to add more color, I will add them, but not because they are seasonal. It's something to stay and will continue in the line. And for me, this was also very, very important point. Not
right,
to be one of those brand which is 3 months they present you another product or another product or another product. Um,
hmm,
yeah, that I was also very much firm on that idea. So yeah,
yeah, yeah. No, that's definitely a different type of focus, especially like with bigger brands where they're really focusing on maximizing the profits,
yeah,
where they feel like they cannot make the compromise of doing, although maybe something more sustainable that will maybe bring more in the future, but maybe
yeah,
not in the first moment, but in the future. And but I mean, we've seen throughout the years that even bigger brands have started being more aware of it. Even though I got to be honest, we know how it is. Like
hmm,
they start to put up these labels, and
yeah,
at the end of the day, it's still not like 100% congruent. And it's just like, okay, it's because the consumers become more aware. So let's make a little effort, but not too much, because we
yes,
still got to make
yeah,
money. So there's also like, yeah, like
yeah,
of course you understand, like a business gotta thrive and survive, and there are employees, and you gotta feed these
for
families, and
sure,
of course, like and manufacturing, like everything, and it's expensive, it costs money, it is what it is.
of course,
But that doesn't mean that you cannot find a way to somehow just combine both of
exactly,
these things, and also build something over time that is more aligned and congruent with yeah, with good principles. For example, like you were just saying, like if you have a bigger budget, then it's also easier to create something and put something in place that is more sustainable and environment friendly.
yeah,
But just based alone on being cruelty free, which is
mm-hmm,
huge,
mm-hmm,
and also like the typical toxins that are not in it, such as parabens
yeah,
and PFA. Well, I know
PGA,
yeah,
PGA,
PGA.
Yeah, PG. PG. Wait.
Yeah, like these
Yes.
type of things that you find in
Yeah.
a lot of I know cosmetics or deodorants
Yeah.
or perfumes, like
Yes.
that is already like a solid foundation, a solid base. And I see based on your intention where you see if you have the opportunity how you can build it up, it's gonna be even more. Like, it's only gonna get better. So that's
It
just
will.
amazing to see, and it's a great example for a lot of people as well who are looking to start something,
Yeah.
and they're like they pretty much feel like they gotta compromise their values because otherwise they're not gonna survive with their business, and it doesn't have to be like that.
No.
I think that's a good example. Even when it comes to just getting started, and yeah, of
Yeah.
course, it doesn't mean it's easy. Like, you got to be honest, and money's important as
At all.
well. You got to be 100% honest, but that's still very and it's very respectable as well. Like people are gonna see it, and that's what they're gonna support, and it's gonna come more and more. I'm sure of that.
I hope
Yeah.
so, because it is not easy as a small company in this big sea. It is really a big, huge sea, and but as I say, for me, I love the fact that I arrive in the office and then even during working hour, oh, my boss is going to hear that now. It's okay. I'll open my, on the side, my makeup thing, and I see that single order. You have no idea how much it means to me. That single lipstick, that single is not the amount. It's amazing. It gives me really a smile, and I can't wait at the end of the day, or maybe to lunch break, that I will go and pack manually, my little package. Because that's what I do, of
Yeah.
course. I mean, I have everything.
Right.
I
That's
have to
priceless.
put everything, put the lipstick, put the thing.
By yourself, everything. Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
what it is, but I love it, and I hope one day to be big enough. Of course, come on, let's be honest. Of course, I hope one day this will be my only job and focus 100% only, to be independent only from this company. And I don't know, probably I will miss packing my own order. And maybe, you know what? I see my husband, he's also an entrepreneur. He is, of course, he is the boss. But you see him, he's the first one. And when he receives orders and something, he's the first one to, do this and go and help packing and do it. Because as you say, I can't stay on the chair all day. I love to do this. I love to go downstairs and pack the thing and be
Being
sure
active.
clients get, it's beautiful. This is what I love it. Also, the UI 360, company. Well, at the moment, it's only me. So
Oh yeah. You got to start somewhere. Yeah. And you do it with
yeah,
a lot of love and a lot of care.
yeah.
That's what's really like, just the way you were showing how you pack it in. It's yeah, it's with
Have you
good
seen
energy.
that video on Instagram when I am packing them? No.
No, I haven't. No.
If you have time, just go and
I gotta check it out.
check. Yes, because of course, I also do my own marketing, and I'm terrible in this modern, thing.
Yeah.
So I speed the video, and then I speed it, but I kind of forgot the voice. So suddenly, when I push play, my voice came a little bit too fast at the end. But I received so many after a few seconds that I didn't want to delete the video. So I'm like, whatever, people will figure out.
Right.
So it sounds a little bit, when you inhale the helium balloon thing.
Oh. Yeah, with the speed up, it's like
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, just a little bit. So yes, but there is a video of me which I'm very happy, proudly
Got it.
packing my small, and then at the end kind of yes, I will
That's
improve also.
funny. But yeah, you having fun. That's for sure. That is
It
for sure.
is, yes. So for sure, when one day I will start to have employees, for me, of course, having a nice environment and work will mean so much.
Mm-hmm.
Finding people with the same ethic, with the same respect for work.
Right.
That would be my dream. And hopefully one day, yes, I will be able to have also people that will help me.
Yeah, I'm sure you're on the right path. I'm sure. I'm sure.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Before we wrap it up,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to play a little game with you that I play with all of my guests, or I think I've done for with most of my guests. But
Uh-huh.
before that, could you maybe tell the people where they can find you, connect with you, also find more about the Earthy, and maybe like give some of these sources and places, and I would also put everything in the description of it
Oh,
as well.
thank you so much. Thank you, Miguel. Well, it is on online on earthymakeup.com. Otherwise, since December, I'm also selling at Bogère.
Okay.
Bogère, yes, very upscale boutique of Miss Luxembourg, ex Miss Luxembourg. She's amazing, and she loved my product. And so after a very short meeting, she said yes. So I have a lovely corner in her place. So please, if you want to go and see them and try the beautiful Emily or the other assistant, which they're all lovely, that will help you. And yes, and you can try them on and feel them. So yes.
Perfect. Perfect. All
Thank
right,
you.
good. Good. I put, like I said, I put everything in the description. Like I will ask you again. Maybe you can even send
Sure.
me like all the links, and I will just
Yeah,
put them in the description below. That's like for the audio, and even if I publish it as a video as well.
for sure. Thank you. I will.
All right, the game.
The
So
game. Oh,
here's what it's about. It's very, very simple.
it's a drinking game.
I No, not at all. Not at all. It's a game where I'm just gonna give you one or two words,
Mm-hmm.
and what you gotta do is every time you just hear the word, you gotta say the first thing that comes to your mind. Just your intuition, a word or a phrase that you can say, just that comes to your mind. For
Okay.
example, I say podcast, and you say fun, or yeah, it
Mm.
is something fun to do, like a phrase or a word.
Okay.
And the only rule is that you cannot repeat yourself with your answers. So, for example, if I say podcast and you say fun, and if I say something like I don't know, bottle of water or bottle, then you cannot say fun again. So
Okay.
always a different response. And I got a few words for you that I
Uh-huh.
wrote down. So the first one would be Italy.
Food.
Luxembourg.
Luxembourg, how do you say? Acceptation.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, accepted. Yep.
Integrity,
Yeah,
yeah,
integrity, accept.
tolerance, and yeah,
Yes,
good.
for sure.
Makeup.
Makeup. Oh, that's a good one. Makeup is transformation.
Mhm. Entrepreneurship.
That's tough. Entrepreneurship, it's challenging.
Mhm. What about passion?
Passion is passion is everything. Yeah.
Family.
Oh, family is in my heart.
And the last one, Earthy Makeup.
Oh my goodness. Earthy Makeup is my baby.
Amazing.
Did I
Amazing,
pass?
amazing.
Did I pass the test?
Yeah, that was good. That was like the intuition was right there. It was on point. I've had guests before who struggled a little bit more and took some more time, and so you passed it. You did great.
That was good. That's excellent. Excellent. Despite being a Monday evening,
Right.
I still have it.
Oh, you are in the zone. You are in the flow state.
Yes. Thank you.
Is there anything else you would like to add? Is there anything else you would like to mention or give a shout out or whatever it is, or a message that you have before we wrap it up? Is there anything that comes to your mind, maybe that you would like to share with the audience? It can also just be like a message of encouragement or something like that, or about Earthy, like whatever it is.
I actually personally think that, for sure, if you have a dream, follow it. It will come at the right time in your life. You know when is the right time to do it. Don't give up on your dream. Don't give up, because it is really important. And life at the end is so short. So please follow your dream and believe in that. Never forget that. Yes, it doesn't matter which dream it is, but if you have it, don't give up. It's better to try and regret, and instead of wondering all your life when it's too late to say why I did not do that. That is, yes. From an old lady, that's what I can say.
Well said. That is beautiful and a very important message. That is definitely something that can be said on a regular basis. And yeah, like you said, what is worse, trying something and not having to deal with the regret, or having these what if scenarios, like that are just, you become a prison of your own mind because of the what if scenarios. And
Exactly.
that is tough. That is tough for sure. Yeah, following your dream. That was really, really powerful, really inspiring. Thank you so much, Viviana, for taking the time to hop on the podcast. It was really, really a pleasure. That was exactly what I was picturing, visualizing. It was very inspiring, informative for me as well, and I'm sure for the listeners and watchers as well. And I can speak for other people as well, for sure, that like just wishing you the best of luck going forward. You're really on the right path, and I really, like I said at the beginning, that's like I really enjoy supporting passionate people, passionate founders, uh, people who have like really strong set of principles, of values, and build something that makes a difference in any type of way. And that's what you're really doing, and that's what you really embody. So just keep going, keep it up.
Thank you so much, Michael, for inviting me, and I wish you all the best, and please keep up the great job. It has been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
All right, guys, peace out.